So that brings me to the Theosophical Society and the artists who were influenced by it. I mentioned two of them, Kandinsky and Mondrian. And those guys are really important. And I have three short Kandinsky stories just to talk about abstraction. Kandinsky was a member of a large number of people who did abstraction. That was a thing going on all over the place. And he's often credited as being the first, but he certainly wasn't that. Abstraction has been going on since the beginning of man, really. But the first to take it apart. And they figured out that abstraction had to do a couple of things. It had to have purpose, and it had to have empathy. Those were the two kind of things that sort of go on. You want somebody to feel something one way or another, or do something inside themselves, and you want to have it be purposeful work of some sort or another. Up until then, work had always been kind of realistic, based on nature and stuff like that, but it was the Renaissance idea that was carried clear through to the Impressionists. So here's the first Kandinsky story. He's going into a gallery, and a lot of people there, and he goes in the back door of the gallery, and he's looking around, and his paintings are just astonishing. He hasn't, been in the show. He doesn't know whose show it is. He doesn't read the titles or anything like that. These are abstract paintings, and he's looking at them in close and stuff like that. And he finally steps back and he reads the title, and they're called Haystacks. And he says he lost it right there. They became haystacks immediately, and the abstraction and the beauty went away. Be careful what you call your paintings, and pay attention to what abstraction kind of really is. The next story is he was at the same little gallery place. And there was a studio there, and he went into town. He was working on a painting, and he went into town for his dinner, and he went down to have his dinner, and he came back, and it was dark, and the moonlight was shining on this painting that had been his, but it wasn't his. It was this fantastic, unbelievable painting, and he couldn't figure it out. And it turned out that somebody in the meantime had turned his painting upside down. And when he turned it upside down, the abstraction became really obvious and really intense and really clear. And he went, oh. The third thing that happened to him was he went to the opera, and he didn't understand the words, and he was trying to get a hold of what the opera was sounding about, so he closed his eyes, and what he saw was colors. He had synesthesia, which is a mental, paranormal kind of thing that happens in your head where you perceive sound as color. What a joy that was.